Welcome to the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Let's begin with today's news headlines. The town of Hilton Head thought it had time to do one more survey on how the Highway 278 corridor should look, and the Beaufort County Council has said, well, go ahead and take that time, but now the county's going ahead with plans for the bridges between Moss Creek and Windmill Harbor, even though that process actually won't begin until 2024. The county is afraid it could lose much of its funding from the state if it waits any longer. And then there, of course, is inflation. Now, the town wants to make sure it gets the gateway to the island done right. The two sides had worked together for the years leading up to this past week, and some leaders hope there's still time, a little wiggle room for a cooperative effort. The primary difference between the two sides is the bridges themselves. The county wants to build one bridge, 6 lanes. The town wants to build 2 3-lane bridges, which would cost more. The two sides have until County Council votes on September 12th to mend fences. A 6-foot alligator managed to slither up a flight of 10 stairs outside the home of Paul and Marcy Perrick's home in Port Royal Plantation on Hilton Head. The couple heard a crash in the middle of the night and opened the door for a moment to see this gator on their elevated porch. They called neighborhood security and even opened the door to talk with them at the end of the driveway. And the couple finally told security just to go ahead and leave. They turned off their lights, and then the gator went down the steps, off their driveway, and into the safety of a nearby lagoon. Well, we told you yesterday that the town of Hilton Head is narrowing down the number of private developers it will choose for a partnership to build workforce housing on the north end. Now, the town of Bluffton is a step ahead of that, announcing a partnership with a local developer, Workforce State of Mind, LLC, to build at least a dozen housing units on a nearly 2-acre site the town owns at 1095 May River Road. The town is donating the land and will reimburse the developer for planning, permitting, design, and infrastructure costs in exchange for the homes. And a 30-year affordability covenant keeping the homes reserved for middle and lower income families. And most of the principles of Workforce State of Mind are local. For more information on these stories and many more, please check out the media sources listed on the screen, and remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website at WHHI-TV.com. And if you've got a news tip, a story idea, a cool weather photo, well, you can just email it to us at news@WHHI-TV.com. And now let's turn it over to Justin Jarrett for an update on sports. Justin?
Hey Loco sports fans and WHHI viewers, it's time for Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by Locosports.com. The John Paul II volleyball team has challenged itself with a busy early slate loaded with tough tests, and the Golden Warriors have passed almost all of them. JP2 ran its win streak to 3 games in the span of 5 days with a thrilling 5-set victory at Palmetto Christian to open Skiza 3A play Tuesday. One day after the Warriors hopped over to Savannah and knocked off a tough St. Andrews team in 4 sets. JP2's only loss thus far was against Patrick Henry, but the Golden Warriors also beat the Patriots in the championship match at the Colleton County preseason tournament to win the gold bracket. We're just a couple of days away from another round of the Friday Night Lights, and the 2 highest ranked teams in the Loco will make their season debuts this week. Despite being idle last week, Whale Branch jumped up 1 spot to number 5 in the Class 1A ranking. Beaufort High moved up 1 place to number 6 in Class 3A, despite having its opener canceled due to lightning. The Warriors open at home against North Charleston on Friday, while the Eagles head up to Fort Dorchester. Wade Hampton also jumped into the top 10 this week, checking in at number 10 in Class 2A after a 21-7 win over Colleton County last week. The Red Devils host Allendale Fairfax on Friday. That's it for today. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Great update, Justin. And now let's turn it over to Maria for an update on the weather.
Thanks, Robyn. All right, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we're going to see a lot more rain within the next few days and into the weekend. Thursday, it's going to be cloudy with thunderstorms throughout the afternoon and into the evening. Hilton Head's going to have a high of 87, a low of 76. Bluffton's going to have a high of 85 and a low of 74. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 85 and a low of 74. The sunrise for Thursday is going to be at 6:54 and sunset's going to be at 7:56. Taking a look at the beach tides, high tide's going to be at 8:33 a.m. and low tide's going to be at 3:48 p.m. Taking a look into the weekend, Friday, we are going to see heavy thunderstorms throughout the region throughout the day, so do keep an eye out for any flash flood warnings. If you're going to be on the road, do be careful. And the highs are going to be in the 80s and lows in the 70s. Saturday, it's going to be cloudy with scattered thunder showers throughout the day, highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s. And then come Sunday, it's going to be cloudy with scattered thunder showers throughout the day with highs in the 80s and lows in the 70s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Coming up after the break, Tom Reitz will join us. He's running for County Council from District 11.